Hi folks, so it's just a little bit of video about, obviously we've got change in the seasons now, so we've been moving from into the winter where we've got less time to practice, less time to play, and a lot of people use that time to maybe improve their game over a period of time over the winter to make sure they're ready for the next season. So I just wanted to talk to you about making sure that practice time is effective and that you have some specific goals that you want to achieve over that period of time, and that you make sure that you make the most out of the time that you have to practice. So I've developed this form here, and me and Mandy have spoken a little about it. So there's 5 areas that we tend to look at in a golf game. Okay, so you've got your technical side, so swing, performance, chipping, putting, the things that we tend to talk about quite a lot. Okay. You've also got your tactical side, so how you choose your shots, the club selections, the distances and things. Physical, so you've got areas such of your body, you might have limited mobility. I'm sure you're very flexible, Mandy, aren't you? I thought so. Okay, so you've got the sort of that side of it. You've also got the mental side, so how you feel about playing in competitions, how you feel and how you see things, visualization. And then you've got your lifestyle as well. So we all have lives outside of golf, some more productive than others. And how we fit in our golf and plan around that, I think, is a real important part of making sure that you get the outcomes that you'd like. So we've been discussing this today. So this little form here that I put up is like a self-assessment form, and as part of it, I get you to sort of go through it and just sort of mark yourself out of 10, how you feel all these key performance areas of your game. How you feel you perform at the moment, and you can see here it highlights certain areas that you'd like to improve on. So this is the technical side and the tactical side. As you go on to the other pages there, you've got areas that are about your mental side and your physical. Once you've gone through that and assessed yourself, you can then make some very, very specific goals to make sure that you improve over that winter period. So me and Mandy spoke about that, and we identified a little area of a driver, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what we did, we measured it first. So we said, right, our pattern on the driver was very, very much left and right, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
We had a big sort of left here, up to 30 yards left, and big shot to the right. So we spoke about what she'd be working on with her coach, and what he wanted her to be doing, and we spoke about that. And we sort of built on that as well. And what we wanted to do was try and reduce the amount of left shot that we had. So we spoke about the top a little bit. So we did a little drill, and we've now completely reduced that left side miss. So you can see here she's got some great shots down the middle of the fairway there, up to 174 yards. And then the misses out to the right now are one side. So if we can make sure that we miss it on one side, that's obviously going to help us when we're sort of aiming down the fairway. But also in our sort of pattern that we've missed, we've reduced the miss from 30 yards, so a 60-yard pattern all the way down to just a 30-yard funnel. Okay, so that's a measurable way of improving over that sort of winter period. So we filled out the form, we identified an area, we measured it, we improved on it, and then we've now got a new measure that she can now sort of take back to her coach and say, right, this is where I'm at now. Can you now help me progress further? So I'm going to put a link to that form for you all to fill in on your own on the website, and I think it's a really healthy exercise to do to help you plan and progress and set yourself some realistic goals. And even if you post your own assessments online, it'd be really interesting to see what everyone's own assessment of their game would be, and then maybe post it again in 3 months' time and see how everyone gets on.
And I think one of the things that Dan said, which was very interesting earlier, was that you've got to take on board what your handicap is now and be realistic as to what your goals are. So for me, I was thinking, what am I as a handicapper with my pitching wedge or whatever? So actually, I think we're very harsh on ourselves because we're wanting to be like what they're on the telly, and we're not. So I'm a 12 handicapper and hitting reasonable balls for a 12 handicapper. And I want to get down to single figures to about 9 or 10, 9. And I think that goal is reachable for me. So simple drills as well.
Yeah. So you broke down the areas that you wanted to improve on.
Yes.
And then made sure that we got it done.
Nice one. Thanks.